Welcome everyone to the Pantheon. I am Ray,
And I'm Evie.
and today we're looking at the 2007 film Ghost Rider. Evie, what were your thoughts going into this, and what were your thoughts coming out of this?
Okay, I thought it was pretty good. I like the special effects with the fire and
Mhm.
um, uh, this and that. Kind of made me feel sorry for the guy because he's kind of a loner
Mhm.
and yeah, it kind of made me want to watch more and more. You know, I think a guy might really like it or might not.
This was his first legitimate superhero film, I would say.
Right?
I think
Yeah.
he did. I think he might have done one more, an actual film before this that's a superhero based. But for
Okay.
him, I know this is the kind of film like he would have jumped into and really wanted to do this.
Yeah.
So, and he was fully committed. I know his wig he had on took about 4 to 5 hours a day or 3 hours a day to get it set up for him.
Oh.
So that was when I heard that, it was pretty impressive. But yeah, this was he was all you could tell he was fully invested into this, fully Nicolas Cage going
Mhm.
into this movie. I This was directed by Mark Steven Johnson, the director and writer for Daredevil, and he also wrote and directed this movie as well.
Oh, cool.
So,
I didn't know that.
this is like an auteur director. He's done some other stuff, not so much in terms of directing. I mean, the last film I saw him direct was
Mhm.
Finding Steve McQueen, which is like a car film. This film I liked. It's a pretty good cast. I mean, you have Peter Fonda playing, Mephisto, Mephisto the devil, you know,
Yeah.
and Wes Bentley playing Blackheart, and Eva Mendes playing Roxanne, the girlfriend.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
how much of Ghost Rider are you familiar with? Like, are you familiar with this backstory? Because I know there's been like Danny Rand, Johnny Blaze. It's been, and even the one on the Agents of Shield. You have another guy who plays Ghost Rider. So Danny Rand, Dan Ketchum. So like you had various characters who've been the Ghost Rider, not just one character.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay.
but how familiar are you with the character before this movie?
Not really too familiar with them.
Hmm.
I like the special effects. The story was good. Yeah, it was good.
Hmm.
And so I just know like the basics.
This is
Okay.
because this is our Halloween for our version of Halloween's reviews.
Right.
Because he was subjected to the night. I mean, that's where
Yeah.
Mistopheles, the devil, was his power is, because in the light he has no power. In daylight,
Hmm.
we learned that
Right. Right.
that's his domain is strictly he walks well, he basically walks between the living and the dead. That's Ghost Rider's power. But at night,
Mm.
he's consumed by this demon, and
Right.
and so he is consumed and subjugated to the night, the moon, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And so for a Halloween theme connection, I thought of American Werewolf in London.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Right.
it has the same kind of where he is at the whims of, and has no control over his alter ego.
Hmm.
And the werewolf is a monster. This one was, a demon that sort of has a purpose, but like his transformation was painful.
Hmm.
It was extreme. So it
Yeah.
really kind of it shadows or piggybacks the idea from American Werewolf in London.
Hmm.
You've seen that film, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that film scared me as a child when I saw that.
I
It gave
know,
me
eh?
it gave
Seriously.
me it gave me some nightmares, especially the best friend coming back as a more and more decayed zombie. But it
Yeah.
is a Charles Naughton. He's known from the Dr. Pepper commercials back in the early '80s, I think it was, in Hot Dog the movie. But yeah, that was yeah. So my connection to that movie is very vivid. So yeah,
Mm.
so for Halloween, if you guys want to see that movie, if you want a movie that will scare you,
Mm.
especially near the ending, the climax,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
So but yeah, so as a character who is subjugated to the night, or in this case the full moon, this was the precipice of something that was like bigger than itself at the time.
Hmm.
And Ghost Rider went on to do a sequel, as you alluded to. So I was like impressed with it. And
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage did a pretty good job. He played it straight. I mean, the way he treated Roxanne, the Eva Mendes character, like running
Hmm.
along, kind of like an Elvis impersonation, was kind of funny,
Yeah.
maybe a little off. But the idea of him doing this for love rather than for People make deeds with the devil for personal gain. This was not, so that was the catch. So are the villains like earth, wind, and fire kind of demons? Are you familiar with any of that stuff or no?
No, I've never heard of that. I just heard of that. Well, I've heard of that, but I never heard of it as being worshipped or anything like that. But I heard of that, of the special effects, or wanting to be part of that. Some people worship stuff like that.
Right.
Other than that, it was a well done.
It was crafted well.
Yeah.
I do think that what was really cool is when Venganza, the con is about a contract, but we won't get into what the contract is. But when the Blackheart becomes when he merges with a township, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
He refers to himself as Legion. We are many, which is something from the Bible. So that was kind of cool. I didn't see that coming. That was a really cool concept, and of course, when that happens, there's a flip to that, and how a Ghost Rider can flip it to his advantage from before, which again, we don't have to go into that. But Legion, the demon known as Legion, that is from the Bible, no?
Yeah.
We are many, we are Legion.
Yeah.
I don't know what verse it is or what chapter or what kind of
right. Okay.
If it's Corinthians or no, it's not even Genesis, but
no. Well, it's the beginning of the Bible, but anyway, go ahead.
Oh, no, I just thinking, like, it's just cool how they can. It's interesting how like you can use storytelling and kind of bring in some historical reference to something, even though it's not really connected, but just to try to give it some sort of like interesting edge to it. It's just bring something to the table to it. So that was pretty cool. Who would you recommend this movie to if you had a chance?
Who
would you recommend this film to? Like, if you saw somebody and say, like, this is a good movie because you like this kind of stuff, or who would you give? What kind of group or demographic would you recommend this to?
I don't know. I guess people who like scary movies, maybe. People who like scary movies and somebody who like to be scared. What are your thoughts?
I would recommend this to people who love the Ghost Rider comic books, who like Nicolas Cage. I think they do this one pretty good service to. I mean, you could tell it was a fan love to this movie.
Yeah.
So I thought it was really, really good in that sense. It was fun. I mean, Donald Lowe plays Mac, the assistant. Like, he was always doing these Evel Knievel stunts, and everyone was bigger, like over helicopters, over trucks. He made it more and more. He upped the scale, and Donald Lowe's character, who is like the stunt coordinator for him, he was out of the loop. It was fun. It was comic relief. So I love the humor. There was a great deal of humor with it, and him testing his mortality, knowing what he is. So he's always at odds with himself. So there was a bit of a dichotomy background into this. So it was really nice. Awesome. Okay, well, that ends it. I want to wish everyone happy Halloween, and get some candy. But cool. You can reach us at www.pantheonfm.com. We got my weekly blog. I keep saying that. My monthly blog. You can reach us. You can check out our various audio platforms with its Spotify, Podbean. We're all on. We have links right at the bottom of the webpage. You can get 8 different locations for us. We're also on YouTube. It's hard to find us on YouTube for some reason. So if you go to our website, you can see our YouTube channel and watch us live, or not live. Watch our shows in the past. At this point now, we have close to 150 shows, I think, in our library.
Wow, cool.
So we have a lot of content. So just really cool. So take a look. I mean, some of it's not that good. Some of it's, okay. We're
the best.
We're the best. Yes, we're the penultimate of storytelling. Anyways, with that, we'll say thank you, Evie, and we will see you next week. Okay.